gonna continue from where we left off. I installed a brand new version of the mod thanks to our good friend letting me know, Lucas of the channel. He let me know I was actually pretty behind. I was like 4 or 5 versions behind on the editor mod. So I went ahead and I installed it. I was a little scared. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of scared because I thought it was gonna mess up our map, and I was like, oh my god, that would really suck. But there's a couple new features on here that I need to learn how to use. One thing I noticed right away when I loaded in was if I take out this tree and I move it up here, check that out. Now that is interesting. I'm not sure how I could use it yet. Well, he actually gave me a great idea. Because if you go into nature and you find either the snow trees or well, these work as well. So if you find these, now with this mod, I could put this down and lower the height on them. Check that out. Look at that. Dude, I would have never known about this if he had never let me know that in the comments. So thank you so much. This will be of great use to us on this build for sure. There's a couple other features in there. If you do know any more of them that you think might be useful, please let me know what I could do with them as well, because I'm sure there's a bunch that I just need to learn. But even just this alone, it changes the game, because this helps a lot with the environment we're going for. I mean, already, look at that. Check that out. Another thing he mentioned was that a cave would look good here. And you know what? Before he mentioned that, I was thinking of putting like a ruined staircase, right? And it would be like broken in the middle, so you have to like jump. And then up here would be like almost like a temple thing, and we would bring this dude right here, and we'll put him up there on the mountain. That's what I was thinking. But I actually like the cave idea more, because if you remember, I mentioned that I wanted to like script wolves to spawn behind you once you looted this place, and I feel like that would be a great way to explain them being there, is to make like a wolf cave. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. Another thing I wanted to mention before we get started is when I ended the video last episode, I just did some like a little bit of managing. Not I didn't really like add anything off camera or anything like that. I just went around and changed a few things, but I did add these rocks to our crater here, and I think this helps sell this illusion a lot. I think this makes it look much better, much cooler. There was one more thing I wanted to do here, and I'll do this on camera, and that was to add a nice orange glow, because I think this will definitely add like a, how do you say this, like a, goddamn, like something to catch your eye, you know what I'm saying? So this will definitely do that for us if we just add it in a couple places. So here's one of them. We'll add it wherever the fire is. Now, it doesn't need to be super intense. I think 10 meters is fine. I think the intensity, we'll bring it up to like 10. I want it to be nice and bright. It doesn't have to be realistic. It has to look good and stylized. So that's what we're doing. We want it to render from pretty far away. And we need the flickering on, amplitude, frequency, and noise. And we got to come down here and put the RGB values for it. There you go. And it should be a little bit more amplitude in there, some more noise, and well, the amplitude doesn't have to be that much, and the frequency, it's a pretty fast flame, so I think it being pretty fast makes sense. All right, now already that looks cool. So we just have to add another one down here. I think it's a little too intense though, so we'll bring it back down to 5, and we'll move this one over here. Okay, and then we'll put one more in the back where the other one is at. So another thing I was looking at, mostly because I just by pure chance. Okay, this looks good. I think that looks nice. Maybe a little bit too exaggerated. I think we should lower the intensity down even more if I had to guess. Whoops, I clicked the wrong thing. I was like, what are you talking about? Okay. Am I tripping or okay. Wait. Where is this Omni light at? Oh, here it is. I'm clicking the purple one. Okay. One other thing that I should mention is that I was looking at a lot of gameplay from Resident Evil 8. And if anybody has played that game, you would know that the level design, or more like the, not really the level design, but like the artistic direction and the environmental design on that game is absolutely phenomenal. Like some of those scenes in that game, I never played it myself, which is pretty funny that I mentioned Resident Evil in one of the earlier episodes, and wanting to play them. But I was watching somebody play it, and I just could not help but notice that that whole game takes place in exactly the kind of place I'm trying to make. So I was looking, and there was a bunch of ideas that I wanted to incorporate. One of which is the fact that I'm not sure if it'll be here or in the middle, but I want a village. I want my own Resident Evil 8 village to walk around in, and I think I could do it. I took a lot of notes from what I was seeing around there, especially how they like made it very maze-like, using like different height for different houses, blocking off paths. I saw how they made their clutter, like how they used a lot of fences and like broken wood, a lot of crates, a lot of furniture, and I think here would be a great place for that, because if we have to like stumble through the woods a little bit, it's kind of a while before you get to like the middle section. Like you have to kind of traverse this whole area first, and then like around here, I think it'd be very cool if once you came out right here, there was like it's still like a woods, but more like a village in the woods. And it won't be very snowy, not exactly like Resident Evil, but kind of, you know, a little bit. And I think this would look super cool. So I'm gonna leave this open just so that I can remember that. But like, yeah, like a whole like little village right here, make it very maze-like, and then you have to like exit it. And I think we can do very cool things with that. I kind of want to lean into the horror vibe. I'm not gonna put zombies in the map. There was like that thought that maybe I should just put like zombies in here, but I want to keep it grounded and realistic, so I won't be doing that. But I do think I want to lean into the horror vibe. Just make it very quiet, very like what's the word? Just like eerie, skeletons, hanging bodies, that kind of thing. And the fact that they made their village in that game look, because that game takes place in like a modern setting, and the village would still look very like old, very like not exactly like medieval times, but like I'm not even sure what time period that'd be, like pilgrim age. Like I have no idea what to describe it as, but it made me realize that like adding crates and stuff is not really that big of a deal. Like it's not exactly a breaker of immersion, as one would say, because it I'm sure it exists out there somewhere. So if that's the case, then we can detail the area up there with the house a little better, or like the ruins, I mean, and we can add more props and interesting things to catch people's eye, along with the cave. And I think with all those things in combination, we'll have this area looking really nice, and we can start moving on to somewhere else, because I said that this episode we would focus on this, but I still think there's more work to be done around here. Not a lot, we're almost finished, but some work needs to be done over here, because I feel like the opening area is like the most important part, you know, like this is where you And especially since it's like kind of open-ended, it needs to be good in all directions, or else like it'll just feel like flat in some areas, and I don't want that. Now up here, there should be something up here. I'm not sure what exactly we could put. Maybe it doesn't have to have anything, but I was definitely thinking of putting something here. I kind of want this to lean over a bit, like this way. In other news, Planet Coaster still going strong on the channel. I made another episode. I'm very happy about that. I did not leave it to die. I couldn't just leave the series hanging. Like, I don't know, it's kind of unsatisfying to not finish it. And honestly, one of the reasons I did not finish it was because, well, I think I mentioned this in the video, but the frame rate was just so bad. But I discovered it was because of a issue I had with the installation. So I fixed that, and now I can go back to making our theme park, the Thrill Spot. So yeah, hooray, got back going on the channel, and it shouldn't take too long to finish. I imagine just a couple more episodes and we'll be done, and then we could fully focus on this and maybe this other thing I was thinking of. I'm kind of excited about this, but it'll be a while before we see it on the channel. But I do want to start a series on this game that I've mentioned before, but I won't mention it again. That will, I think, be very cool. So yeah, I think this could just stay nature. I don't really see a reason to put anything over here. I think as long as it looks good detail-wise, then it's fine. I don't really think we need to go crazy, so we're not. I think I'll just leave it at that. Maybe put some more trees or something. We'll figure that out later. Let's first focus on one other thing I wanted to do, and it was to make this like, I wanted to add some bushes over here, and these could be green since I don't think it really matters that much. I just wanted to add like some of these here, and one of the alpine ones. I like using this little combo, the chokeberry or choke cherry, the choke cherry plus the alpine, the bush aspen, this one right here. These two in a combo look great because the bush aspen is very vertical and the choke cherry is very horizontal, so you can make it look like a, like, I don't know, something like that. And I think that looks nice. So I kind of wanted to just make it look a little bit more, yeah, something like that, just to further square away this area. And I kind of wanted this to be back to the grass color. Let's change this up a little bit so that it looks a little bit more hidden, and some more snow on the edge instead. Yep. And then one of the red ones in between these, just so that it doesn't look too out of place. There we go. And now we can use our new and improved tree idea. Let's see, I just gotta find it in the hierarchy. I'm definitely gonna be using this a lot more often because this is amazing. Very, very useful tool to have, being able to put the trees down. This is awesome. Oh, especially with the, oh my god, literally, like, I can make whole new levels with these with this idea, or like this this new thing. But yeah, I think this like frames it a little better, and I like that. But we can come back and we could sort some more of this out at a later time. So now let's move on over here. So we do gotta get rid of this, and then we gotta put, let's see, I gotta remember how to make a cave, because to be honest, I'm not exactly used to it, so it's not really a a place that I've made too many times before. I don't want it to be small. I want it to be more just like a den within a cave, like a den with some wolves in it, and there you can find like a, I don't know, like a pistol or something. And does it have to go so far up here? It just has to go up here. Okay, and then we just have to remove all this stuff from it. All right. And then we got to move the rocks so that they could be like in a cave fashion. Right, and then these can go down. Oh, this one doesn't really have like a. They have like cave rock assets. The problem is that I don't think any of them are like snow, but we could use like a. Like that would work, but I kind of want one that's not snowy on the top. Because technically there would not be any snow in there. I'm looking for a very specific. Yeah, like this one, but damn. I guess we could just use one that's like from a different thing. Are these empty on the bottom? They are. Okay, we need a rock that's not empty on the bottom. Like this one, I think works fine. Damn, but I don't. Oh my god, these rocks are annoying to work with, honestly. Okay, this one works. Put this one right here. All right, all right, all right. This needs to move a little bit further in so that we can make this. All right, we can just push the terrain, not a big deal. And then we have to move this one back a little bit as well. All right, and then this one can go here on the top. And then we really need the, I accidentally deleted it, but we need to put the small floor. It's gonna have snow on it. Honestly, I can't really, oh my god, am I getting lazy? Shit. I think I'm getting lazy with this, but it's fine. Again, it should be like more like a den than a cave. It was like, if it was a cave, then like having the snow on the inside would not make any sense. But if it's not, oh my god, I can't do it. I gotta at least try. I think it should have snow on the front, but not so much in the back. So we'll find this exact asset, which I know they have around in the, let's see, I guess we'll just get the alpine ones, or the generic might be better. We gotta find the floor one. These work just fine. And then we can put like snowdrift to show that the snow is coming in here, so it's not so sudden. As well as some of the terrain, we can change the terrain a little bit as well. And then this type of thing could just go inside of here, like so. You feel me? All right. And then we could just make it nice and cramped in here. And just hopefully this looks somewhat good. I think that works. All right. Now bring this guy back up here because he's nice and small, so we can squeeze him in here and make it look good. I just need one more on this side to balance him out a little bit. And last but not least, one more on the top so that they're not so symmetrical. Okay, and then we needed to push this terrain in. A little faster, please. All right. And then get this guy and push him in a little bit. Get this guy and move him down. Nothing can be floating. We can't have any floaters in here. I'm not sure that was the best word to use, but you get the idea. All right, and then now we'll just push this hole in further. Sweet. Now, can you even fit in there? I mean, even if you can't, I think that works. This looks a little sloppy around here, so we'll just come on in and try to, there you go, it looks better. And now this one needs an edge as well. That looks good. Now, another thing I saw was that I liked how this mountain was kind of peeking out. And I think it would look very cool if we like did that even more. Now let's see if I could find more rock searching. Great start to the episode. Oh, but something like this. But like if we just had this peeking out. Hold on. I know it's massive, but if we just did something like that. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe just a little bit lower. I liked it. I like the fact that it was kind of like overhanging. So I kind of wanted to just lean into that a little bit more. Something like this, honestly. I don't think that looks that bad. All we gotta do is kind of cover it up a little bit more. Put some more rock in and around it. But I feel like that oh, I feel like it kind of takes it away a little bit. Something like this. And then we could put another one on the top. Might as well just finish the mountain off, I guess, since we're here. Why not? I don't know. I think it's so spiky is the problem. All right. I mean, that works actually, I think. Just something simple. I don't know. I might change it around or something later. But I kind of like having something to overhang over here. I think that looks cool right there. All right, but there you go. We finished the little cave, and I think that looks nice. Hopefully we can just kind of keep it going. Let's see what else we can add over here. This rock looks kind of like snowdrift, so we can kind of use that to our advantage a little bit. Kind of move it around some places. I don't want it to like hit the wall too much, like that. Okay. Now we actually add the snowdrift. The real snowdrift. Whoops. I'm literally using my sketchbook right now as a mouse pad. So that's why the mouse keeps slipping every time I'm trying to type. And it's kind of annoying, but whatever, you know, it's just one of those things. All right, but that looks good right there. I'm honestly surprised I did that without having to change the height. And we'll need another one over here. This one we will have to move down. And this can go there. And then this can like go here. I feel like there's more of these than I remember. All right. Yeah, and now we just gotta put them into place. I also made I'm making shorts now, guys. I mean, that's cool. I feel like they're just part of the YouTube meta now. Like, oh, honestly, I didn't understand any of that. I'll be honest. Lucas, please help me out. What did that? What on earth was he talking about? What was Steve talking about? Because honestly, I do not know. All right, the snow I think looks good like that. Oh, but it's supposed to be on an edge, so it's like I do notice that the oh, is that what he's talking about? The fact that it's slow every time I touch it because of that? I think that's exactly what he was trying to tell me and explain to me how to fix. And here I am like, Lucas, help me. Like, bro, I need to get myself together. Okay. This needs to move because it's a little bit too much in the path that the player is supposed to take. This needs to go in a little bit as well. Cool, cool. All right, in here, it's fine. Yeah. We could lower this stuff down a little bit so it doesn't look so in the way. Cool, cool, cool. So I don't think like adding a bunch of crates over here would really add anything. So I don't think I'll do it. I think I'll leave it as a very open and plain area. Maybe add like fences, like a very dude, I don't know. I don't know. That's just me trying to making the scene too busy because I'll never forget. I got one comment on like the Reddit or on a YouTube video, or I think Predator Back. I think is how you say his name. He's like this YouTube channel that plays Far Cry levels, and he played one of mine's like a long time ago. I think it was maybe Morocco. It was probably that map that he played. And one of the comments was like, "It's a good map, but it's a little too busy." And ever since I saw that comment, I've been like so scared to make my places look too busy. Um, so yeah, that one commenter literally changed everything for me. But I mean, like I think there's like a fine line because like I think it was a little too busy, especially that level because it was kind of one of my early ones. Um, but I think things could be busy and look good. Like honestly, that whole Resident Evil 8 area, like the whole village is super busy. Like visually, there's just tons of stuff everywhere. But I think it looks beautiful and it plays pretty good too, though it has a lot of invisible walls, which I don't really think suits this game very well because the movement is just so fast. Like that's one thing I hate. Like I really wish in the editor we can like choose how fast players walk and stuff because people can move so incredibly quick that like here I'll even demonstrate. First let me save just in case this thing crashes or something. But if you just like load into the map, right? And you can literally get over there in seconds. Just like bam, I'm already over here. When in reality, like in a game like Resident Evil, like you're walking like at this kind of speed, it's really hard to like tell. I guess you can like crouch. Like this is like the walking speed in like a game like Resident Evil. And running is like this. So it's like full speed sprint in that game. And this really helps like make like places feel bigger than they are because of the like time it takes to get from A to B. But in Far Cry, the movement speed is insanely quick. And it's very like arcadey as well, which means like I don't know, it just it feels like it breaks the levels a little bit. At least my levels, just because I spent so much time like detailing them, and most players will just kind of like speed past it. Oh, you know what? This would be a great place to put like a. Yeah, hold on a second. I could definitely put something up here. I don't even know. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. With like this branch right here, it'll be like a cool secret. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good idea. Good thing I hopped into the thing to complain. Um, but yeah, like the movement speed is just very fast. So I do like that rock there. I think that looks cool. Maybe I'll move it a little bit so it's in between these two trees right there, so it looks a little bit more squared away. I think this looks nice as well. Um, I do think the transition from like snow to this is a little bit much. Maybe that's something that like I could change the texture for or something, or I'll just like sprinkle in some more drift in there. I should start walking around the level a little bit more just to see how it'll play. I think some more detail is needed around these hills as well. Maybe like some trees or honestly, yeah, just like trees and stuff I think would look good here. And like we can lift this branch out a little bit. Some of this grass should probably move. And down here, we gotta shift some things around over here. I think this whole area needs to like move up a little bit. The plane crash, I mean, I think it looks good. With some more trees over there in the background, I think it'll look even better. But like up close, if you're like inspecting it, I think this door needs to like move a little bit. I'm not sure what else we could do. I might just be paying too much attention to it, but I think it looks good. I think the rocks added a lot. Really helps sell the like crash part of the plane crash. Um, I think sprinkling some more in the front would help that as well. And back here, like, God, I don't know. There needs to be something else. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Or else the guy's gonna comment that it's still too busy. He's gonna be like, bro, it's been 3 years since you made that last one, and you're still making these levels too busy. How is that possible? All right, but the cave looks good. Maybe like icicles on the edge or something. Maybe there's like a snow particle effect that I could put or something. That would look pretty good as well. We got to put some snowdrift in here. Okay, okay. I got some ideas. I should definitely start running around the level more. It helps like put things into perspective. Some vines in here would definitely add to the illusion. So we'll definitely put some vines over the cave as well. Definitely got to do that. And how does this look like from the other side? That looks fine. Just cover that door up completely. And cover this window up as well. Alright, cool. I think some like boxes in the snow would look cool. Let me just try it out. Another thing is though is that Resident Evil is technically like a lived-in village. So I guess I could just make it like very mysterious, like where is everybody? And still make it look lived in. I think that would look kind of cool. And I think these types of assets are the best ones. These are the types of things you would find in the Resident Evil game. But I don't know. I don't know if adding them here is the right call. Let me just try it out. Let's just see what it looks like if I do add it here, you know? Because this is basically from what I gathered from there, like things like this were everywhere. But this wouldn't look good there, I don't think. And here, I don't know if this makes sense, but it would add a little bit of personality to it. I don't know. I don't think that makes any sense being there. Considering it, I think that's like something that's supposed to go on the outside. So we won't put that there. But like crates from the market, right? If we like, a lot of this is also meant to be standing up. Like these assets are clearly, oh, but like an empty shelf. Hold on. I think we could put this like down on the floor. This is definitely something I saw in the Resident Evil game. I don't know if I like it right there though, but I think it could be part of like the clutter over here to add a little bit of flair to it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Let's see what else we can do. Damn, there's not a whole lot. Ooh. This could be like a way to get a secret, maybe? All right, we can come back to that idea. We don't got to do it right now. And I think like something else over here could help as well. So we'll do it. We'll just put this like right there. Okay. Let's go back to looking for a crate. Because there's a couple more assets in here that I think we could use. Like we don't want any like military stuff. We want things from like a village. So I don't think like big boxes is what we're looking for. Like this is what we're looking for. Like put it inside the mound a little bit. Okay. I like that. This is definitely adding something to the area. For sure. I think some more things in here. I wish it would like save where I'm at. But it's fine. Okay, so like some barrels and things in here I think would look good. Yep. I wish there was a section just for clutter, like things like this right here, mugs, like small objects. I wish there was like a way to just sort by that, because that's really would be adding like the real like detail for a place, you know what I'm saying? It's like those tiny things that like give everything a little bit more. I'm really trying not to use the word depth because I know I've been saying it so much. But it's true, like having small items really helps sell the illusion. And I definitely wish there was just like a section of this editor that was just for items like that. Like little crates, little mugs and newspapers, things like this. Like this is what's all over like a game like Resident Evil. If you take a step back and you look around, you'll see what I mean. Like it's a lot of small items that make sense where they are, but like you just like in combination with each other. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. Let's see. I think this is good though. Right there, that's fine. Back here, I think a tree should go here. Let's put one here. Like a nice little tree right here. We'll make it two. We'll make it two. Give him a friend. There you go. And I think another friend. Little family. Little Ponderosa family right here. I think that looks nice. I don't think any trees here would look good, but more trees over here I think makes sense. Especially if we like put them underneath. I was kind of going for like a avalanche kind of vibe. So if we like, now that we have the ability to put these trees downwards, if we do that, it'll help sell that idea. So if we like put these underground, oh, but the roots stay up. Can I cover them? No, you can't. Okay, we just have to find one without the roots. Fine. We'll use a hemlock. See, that's why I like the hemlocks, man. That's why they're better. Even though I'm pretty sure I said that the Ponderosas were my favorite last episode, but we'll just ignore that. Alright. Bam. These also have roots, but I think they're attached to the tree themselves, so... How does this look from over here? Okay. It looks fine. I do think I should be using the snow trees instead. Let me put snow trees instead. Like one of these. Oh man, there's only like two of them. There's only like two of them available. But with this new tool, I could grab this one and put it lower. You get me? All right. So you spawn in. I think this is fine. I think the snow should be reaching out over here a little bit more. The problem is honestly the grass. Like, I think there should be grass next to the rocks. But like here, there really shouldn't be any. And like right here, there shouldn't really be any. Like this. It should be concentrated is what I'm trying to get at. It should be concentrated in little sections. There shouldn't really be any over here. And the snow could basically be your path. We'll do something like that. He also, our friend Lucas also mentioned the fact that the bushes shouldn't even be alive. But you know what? We'll just go ahead and say it's for artistic direction. That I'm gonna keep them. I'm just gonna keep them breathing out here. Let's just say the red ones are a special kind of bush. These red and yellow ones. I mean, I feel like I've seen pictures of alive bushes. For sure, most of them would be dead, but I don't think it's wrong to have these guys laying around. I'd like to know these are actually like real plants. Like, are dogwoods real? Probably, right? I mean, they have no reason not to use their real names. It would be kind of crazy if like the names of bushes were copywritten, but I really don't think that's the case. So yeah, these are probably real trees. I think I've heard the word Ponderosa before. All right. So I think this looks good. I'm gonna try putting like snow here instead. Yeah. And we'll move some of these over here, because these also do a good job of like littering the place, giving some. How about I introduce a new word to to replace depth? We need like a couple synonyms that I can rely on. Like I'm thinking dimension, like it adds a little bit of dimension. I think that's a good one. Um it just looks so like plain. It looks very like plain right now. And I think the way to fix that would be to add like the snowdrift in a lot of these places. Man, I think I need to look at more screenshots of Resident Evil. I need further inspiration, I think. This root right here is gonna drive me crazy. We can hide it a little bit. But if we just move this out the way a little more, smooth it out. Okay. I really think we need to look at some inspo. Okay. I'm literally pulling up my phone. Bear with me. And post editing Minty here to let you know that I completely forgot to put my phone back into recording position, and so the entire recording kind of just sounded like this. Much, but I think I see what he was trying to say, at least for a little while. And by little while I mean a lot of while, and it's really annoying, but I am here to fill in on what you missed while I was recording. And to be honest, it was kind of a lot. First of all, we completely filled out this entire ruins area with a brand new like staircase and like whole balcony kind of thing. And we also filled up the corner next to the house as well with a bunch of rocks and just made everything look very filled in. Just did some further detailing along the paths and added a lot more rocks, especially to the opposite corner of the ruins, like right next to where you spawn in. And you'll see that basically we just added a bunch of rocks there, and that was about it. It was about 20 minutes of footage lost, but it's fine. Honestly, I didn't really do a whole lot anyways. You didn't miss out much. So I guess now I'll just let you guys hear my reaction to finding out that my phone was 10 feet away from me and not next to my mouth, where I'm supposed to be, where I'm supposed to have it. So hope you guys enjoy that, and I'll see you later. Peace. Oh my god, I just realized my mic is nowhere near my goddamn... Oh my lord. I wonder if that just ruined the whole recording. Why did I throw my phone halfway across the... Dude, that's so annoying. I really hope everything didn't get ruined. If it did, I'm so sorry. The audio quality is gonna be messed up. It just be like that. Okay. Or if we're... Oh my god, it's already been an hour and 30 minutes? What? Okay, I think we'll just leave it at this then. I think we made all the improvements necessary. I would have liked to detail the cave, but we'll detail the cave and we'll get started on the next one, on this little part of the map later. Next episode, probably. So let me just take a quick look around. Damn, I can't even hit an hour and 30 minutes already. That is crazy. So you should spawn in like right here, maybe a little bit closer, just so it's like, Is that fire spreading? Yo, the fire is spreading. No way. That is not good. I did not want that to happen. Crap. I don't even know how I'd fix it, to be honest. But if we go over here, yeah, it looks It looks like it could use a little bit more detailing. Um, I'll throw some more bushes around and make this look a little better, but it's fine for what it is. This could be pushed back a little bit, and this could all look a little bit better over here. But we spent most of our time on this side, and I think just walking around. Oh man, I don't even know. Does this look good or not? I don't know, guys. I think I don't know. I don't know. I like this. This looks great to me. Great improvement right here. Um, I think this looks awesome. I like the mountain in the background. I think that looks nice. We could also make it a little bit foggier, just to add some more atmosphere. I think that might be a good idea. So you'll basically come in here, and you'll find a dead guy with some blood and a pistol, and you'll grab the pistol and you'll turn around, and bam, like wolves come out right here. And you're like, oh crap, bam, 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 bam. You try to kill these wolves, you kill the wolves, and you realize like, damn, like that's all my ammo. I gotta find more. So you wander around the forest a little bit more, and you come down here, and you're just like in the woods, and you find like the shed, and like you just kind of keep wandering around, and then eventually you come out and you see the village. Ooh. Okay, okay, okay. The idea is fine. The opening area, I don't know. I might have to do some of this off camera. And that's exactly what I did. Off camera, I went ahead and added a lot of detail, put some bushes in the cave, some foliage, some branches, little small things to make the whole ruins area look more complete. And the next episode, you'll see that I changed the lighting quite a bit. You'll see here that I changed the time of day, but I did even more when I was not recording. And all in all together, this just makes the level look a little bit better and keeps the series flowing. I didn't want to spend a whole nother episode doing these little things. So yeah, that being said, I'm excited to show you guys what I did next time. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.